lineup of Xbox games prompts some backlash. Through not as much as you would expect, as many Xbox Live Gold subscribers have been conditioned to be overwhelmed after months and months and months of lackluster offerings. Let me drink my water real quick. Let me see. Oh, months and months of backlashing offerings. That said, while the backlash has been a bit more tamed compared to the past Xbox Live and Xbox Live Gold, have been trending on Twitter all day, and some have used the opportunity to call for an end of the subscription service. For example, taking to Twitter, Cabria, one of the most popular Twitter accounts in the Xbox community, took aim at the subscription service today, noting it has no place in the current Xbox ecosystem, at least in its current form. Xbox Live Gold has an artificial console-only online paywall remains to contradict everything Xbox does, said Corbilia. Gold prevents the frictionless anywhere vision the brand is aiming for, and offering games like these only makes it even worse. Gold has no place in the Xbox ecosystem. While many have been echoing this take whenever in their own tweets, retweets, or Viva likes, not everyone agrees with it. In fact, it seems to be a point of the division for Xbox fans. Why get rid of it? Some people don't want Xbox Game Pass, believe it or not. Reed's reply disagreeing with the takes above. It is a great way to get Xbox 360 for free. Discover AA games. The problem is every hardcore thinks that every service would give AA or a recognized game. How about devs game discovery or free because of games? Which they're not wrong. They're not wrong about Xbox Live Gold. Because I know some people probably wouldn't want to get Xbox Game Pass because they probably can't afford it. But it probably would make sense just to get rid of it and make it all free. Make it like an all free subscription on Xbox Live Gold, because it just gives you access to the online and maybe some free games to go along with it. But I think you shouldn't really have to pay $60 just to play the online. Maybe make it a free online subscription, which that could probably end up happening in the future. But I think Xbox Live Gold is probably going to stay around for probably a long time. So I don't know how Xbox fans are going to react to it, but I do like Xbox Live Gold. Don't get me wrong, guys. I do like it, but I think what needs to change is the price, because it's like $60 just to play the Xbox Live Gold, and people can't really pretty much afford that. So why just make it free instead of and be connected to the internet or a wired connection just to play Xbox Live Gold? That's my questioning and my opinion on it. Because you got Xbox Game Pass, which Xbox Game Pass is where you can get all the free games and, of course, all the subscriptions like EA Play, possibly Ubisoft, a subscription coming, and the original Xbox Game Pass. So, and then Live Gold. So, and it's a big deal. It is a really big deal, but I don't know. Time will tell by then, but I think the Live Gold should be free. You should just connect to the internet or a wire connection. That's what I really think what Xbox Live Gold really needs to be part of the ecosystem. And I think other companies should do it as well. But game companies need money, so of course they're going to charge you. But why just make them free? Just make the Live Gold free. Just connect to the online, the Wi-Fi, and the wire connection. But let's just get on to the rest of it. The answer is probably no. It takes hundreds of millions every month via Xbox Live Gold. While Microsoft is a massive company with massive profits, it still has been countered who are unlikely to just have well over billions of dollars on the table every year by aching the subscription service, especially if there isn't even a united voice calling for it. And that's it. But what's your guys' thoughts on the Xbox Live Gold? Do you guys think it should be removed? That it doesn't belong in the Xbox ecosystem, or do you guys think it should just become a free online thing where you don't have to pay and make it an actual thing? So, what do you guys think of it? Do you think Xbox Live Gold should get removed from the Xbox ecosystem, or do you think it will stay on Xbox and become free, where people don't have to charge $60? But time will tell by then what Microsoft does. I kind of agree with both sides, but from my own opinion, I really think what would really change is just change the price, maybe make it free, where you could just connect to the internet or a wired connection just to have access to live golds. That's what I really want to really come. But what's your guys' thoughts on it? Let's get on to the next topic here. Pokimane recently made something about where YouTube has like YouTube Kids, where they have certain limited ages where you can watch certain stuff, certain content that you can make. Well, apparently she wants Twitch to basically have a Twitch Kids feature. I wouldn't be really surprised if they would do this, because YouTube has this and it's been doing well over there. So I wouldn't be really surprised if Twitch would add some kind of kid feature, because there's a lot of kids on Twitch that watch streamers. But Twitch is not really a family-friendly platform. It's 18 plus. There's only half of the people that are family-friendly on Twitch. So it would be great if Twitch could add some kind of kids feature. I 100% agree with her on that for sure. But I do have an article about it. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, come on. Oh, you poopy pants. Just bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to get this article pulled up. Just waiting for the article, guys. Just bear with me. Just gonna check something real quick. Oh yeah, here's Game Rant. Okay, I have the article now. Here it is. But yeah, here's what Pokimane has to say. In a recent stream, Pokimane discussed the problem with kids on Twitch, how they may be taken advantage of, which I 100% agree with her. Letting kids on the internet, especially unsupervised, has always come with its risk. Various tools and subsections of websites have created ways to help filter out unwanted content from being viewed by underage eyes. And Pokimane thinks it's time that Twitch does the same. Twitch streamers focus on different subjects like sharing gameplay with fans or giving viewers insights into a person's real life or travel in an IRL stream. Unfortunately, gaming related or not, a lot of stream content isn't intended for children. But there isn't a very effective way of preventing it from being seen by kids. Twitch streamer Pokimane has been target of recent hate raids. Discussed her concerns regarding children on the platform in a recent stream. According to Pokimane, these hate raids have been heavily populated by kids, who she says regatedly absolute everything. I don't know any better. In an effort to combat this type of behavior to ensure that kids have a safe place to view streams appropriate for them, Pokemon believes that it's time for a kid's version of Twitch, or at least a way to filter out unsafe streams. Which I 100% agree with her on that. Many people would likely agree with Pokimane as an SSFW content has expanded on the platform. Some might argue it's ultimately up to the parents or the guardians of the kids to determine what's safe and not for them to look at and engage with. But extra tools could help with this problem. Given this ability to effectively flip through channels at Twitch, there's no easy way to allow kids to view content that's safe while blocking out what isn't. It wouldn't be the first time that a video streaming platform has provided this type of filter service. And I did talk about YouTube Kids, where it basically just blocks any kind of content that is shown for certain ages on YouTube. So Twitch could probably do this, so we'll just have to see. But it's foolproof, as many people terrible things have made onto YouTube Kids in the past, but it blocks a lot of content that freely is available in the full version of YouTube. With that being said, Twitch streamers get banned regularly already for breaking the existing rules on Twitch. Having the company determine whether to filter out an entire streaming channel on a repurposed Twitch Kids version would be a way to start. But can those who were approved could potentially do something out of the blue? That wouldn't be good for kids, and Twitch would only be able to respond after the fact. Yeah, and I 100% agree with Pokimane on this. There should be a Twitch Kids, because there's basically a lot of people that watch streamers that are under their age. So, and I know Twitch has a feature where they only allow certain people that are like 13 to join the Twitch platform, but apparently kids get in there too. So it'd be great if Twitch Kids was a thing. It kind of would be easier for kids to be recognized on Twitch, because there's not a lot of people that are family friendly. I'm not a family friendly streamer on Twitch. I am a YouTuber that is family friendly. I don't ever swear in my YouTube videos because of demonetization and stuff. That will prepare me when I do reach YouTube partner. And for Twitch, I'm a swearer, so it kind of would be hard for the certain kids that do watch inappropriate content under the 18 plus category. Kind of be tough for them. So I kind of would want Twitch to make something for like Twitch Kids, but they basically allow certain kids that join the platform that can watch under Twitch Kids, which YouTube Kids has the same thing. So I think Twitch will probably come in some similar way where YouTube has it with YouTube Kids, where they block certain content that is being played on Twitch, just to make it easier. So I 100% agree with Pokimane. What do you guys think of that? Do you guys think that Twitch should add a kids version for kids to basically watch any kind of streamer that is family friendly, that doesn't swear a lot? So I 100% agree to it. So what's your guys' thoughts on that? Also, as well, this is a really stunning news, but I'm sure a lot of people probably already know this, but Tom Brady is officially retiring from the NFL, playing 14 years in the NFL, or should I say 22 years? 22 years in the NFL. He's been around for a very long time. He's won 7 Super Bowls. One with last year with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then 6 with the New England Patriots. So he was getting up there in age, and I don't blame him retiring. But there's a lot of rumors going around on Fox that if he were to come back for another 2 years of football, because Brady can usually change his mind every once in a while, but if he does come back, there's a lot of odds going around that he could be probably signing with the Buccaneers once again, maybe the 49ers, the Broncos, the Cowboys are way off the odds. I don't think Tom Brady would ever go to the Cowboys. It's not 100% sure. It would be nice if he did, but I don't think he would. And the Green Bay Packers, well, they pretty much lost Aaron Rodgers, which we'll probably talk about that in the podcast here in a little bit. But yeah, I'm not really surprised that Brady would retire. He was getting up there in age, so if he does make a return, he's probably going to be signing with another team, or he'll stay with the Buccaneers. I'm not 100% sure, but time will tell by then. He could probably be playing at the age of 46. He could probably still do it, but I don't know. Time will tell by then. Also, as well, a Monster Hunter inspired game by Xbox that they're actually working on, which I do have an article for that. It is, I think, right here. And I'm going to drink some water, actually, real quick. Let me check my messages real quick. All right. Hold on for a second. Hello? Okay. The screen was just not popping up, but we'll let this load in and then we'll discuss about this one. So here it is. Xbox could get its own take on Monster Hunter from a longtime Halo support studio. Creative Infinity has worked closely with Microsoft since 2007. A title inspired by Monster Hunter is reportedly in the works for Xbox. It is being developed by a former Halo support studio. Early this week, VentureBeat report Jeff Grubb spoke about a new project from a support studio, Certain Infinity, on his Grumnas podcast. Those claims have now been corroborated by Windows Central, which suggests that the game, codename Project Sorarte, is a Monster Hunter-inspired game implying big monster battles with multiplayer gameplay. Which, Monster Hunter was actually a Game Pass game. I think it still is until this day, but Monster Hunter, I think it was Monster Hunter World. I did play that game actually in a Twitch stream before, so, or Mixer stream. I think I did it on Mixer and Twitch. I think I did stream them on both. But yeah, Monster Hunter, I played that game. It was actually pretty fun, so when this game comes out, I might pick it up, but we'll have to see if it comes to Xbox One or the next generation consoles, because it probably could be on the next generation of consoles because of the graphic designs and stuff. So we'll have to see, but let's get to the rest of it. Details are scarce by Windows Central says that the project has been in development since the summer of 2020. It's likely slated for a 2020-23 reveal and a 2024 release, although those dates are subject to change. Founded in 2006 by a former Bungie developer, Max Humberman, Certain Infinity has worked closely with Microsoft since the days of the Xbox 360, since 2007. It has contributed to the development of multiple Halo games, as well as a handful of Call of Duty titles. 2016 Doom, even Left 4 Dead. The studio has also developed its own games. 2008 RTS Age, a booty, for which the mobile follow-up was released in 2014. 2011, a RPG Crimson Alliance. It's occurring working on Transformers Online and another game, Last Expedition. Transformer games wouldn't be really surprised either, because I think there was one company. Activision and Blizzard exclusive. They used to make multiplayer games. So, what's your guys' thoughts on that? Do you think Xbox will make this game a really successful game, like how Forza Horizon 5 and Forza Horizon 5 and Halo Infinite have become really successful last year when they first came out? So time will tell by then, but I think this game will be pretty much a big success for Xbox. It will be on Xbox Game Pass. It probably will be on a PC as well. Maybe even sneak into the PlayStation probably as well. But we'll have to see when they announce it, whenever it's in the works. There's a lot of the games this year that are in the works as well. Like that Indiana Jones game I was telling you guys about. That could probably be an Xbox exclusive. So time will tell by then. So yeah. Also, let's talk about the Rolex 24 race that happened last weekend. I watched it all on Saturday. Very interesting race. How the race got all started and stuff, and the frigid cold temperatures, which made the track very slick, which you never see Daytona that cold. But it's winter, so I could probably tell you why it got so cold in Florida. But Florida never gets really cold. But the race was very treacherous in the cold. It was very hard for the drivers to get around it. There were like a lot of cars spinning out. It was very treacherous for them, and people were dressing in jackets. It was difficult for a lot of people in who were doing that race, but even the broadcasters too. So, but the race was good. I watched the rest of it for the night. I didn't really sleep. I couldn't really stay up the rest of the night to watch it, but I stayed up to like probably midnight, and then I went to bed. But I woke up tomorrow morning finishing the rest of the race, and it was good to see Julio Castroneves' racing team in the 60 car win that race. It was awesome, and I'm really happy for that. And Colton Herta on the Ever team wins it as well. That was actually a good race as well. And my good Matty Magic went down there. I might have him on the podcast again to talk about that later, pretty soon in episodes. But yeah, we'll get him on again on the podcast in the next episodes or something. But also as well, let's talk about Hendrick Motorsports teasing about that they're getting into crypto. I do have an article about it. We're going to get into that just in a minute. So, let's see. Let me find it. I think this is it. I think this is the article. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, here it is. So yeah, a lot of NASCAR fans are outraged with Hendrick Motorsports teasing a shift to MTS, which is crypto. So yeah, this talks about Landon Castle appearing to have set the ball rolling for NASCAR community. This is because he has embraced the concept of cryptocurrency, following in the footsteps of several other athletes. With his absolutely partnering with Candy Digital, which soon comes out with his first MTE. which I guess that's a crypto company as well. But yeah, a lot of people are not really happy with this. But yeah, but unfortunately, not many of the fans appreciate the move. A lot of them are convinced that this is a scam. It won't be profited for them. For example, NFL star Odell Beckham Jr., whose salary took a dip when the value of Bitcoin dropped. So that is definitely interesting. Yeah, it just goes on from there. But yeah, Hendrick Motorsports looking forward to the Los Angeles Coliseum, which that race is being held this weekend, which we'll be talking about picks. You guys will be picking for the Clash. When we get through the middle of the podcast, we will be discussing about that. But many fans have mixed feelings about the race for a number of reasons. First and foremost, a large number of people are excited to see NASCAR race in Los Angeles. Just goes on from there. Yeah, but these Twitter things won't load up for me, so it is very interesting where Hendrick Motorsports is teasing about doing a crypto thing that they're trying to sign with. It's definitely strange and weird why NASCAR would do this, and a lot of people are not happy about it. So time will tell by then. But also, you guys probably already know that. Oh, here's something. Are you upset with one of the owners of the Moon Studios saying their next game will be multi-platform due to Microsoft looking to one platform, cutting off revenue streams? I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is, but I'm not upset about it. But I never heard anything about that article. But I'm not upset about it because I'm an Xbox fan. So, and I do play on Switch as well. So, I wouldn't be really happy. I wouldn't be surprised that they would do something like that. But I'm glad you told me about it. But I never heard anything about that. But Moon Studios, I wouldn't be really surprised because is it part of Activision, Blizzard, or is it something else? Because I know Microsoft would have, I think, about 35 studios, if I'm correct, if this deal does go through, which does have a lot of criticism towards it, but it's Microsoft, man. Also, as well, Halo Infinite has dropped in low Twitch viewership, which isn't really a surprise because a lot of people pretty much would really want a battle royale become a thing in Halo Infinite, but I don't think that's really going to be a thing because a lot of people are getting really tired of playing like regular multiplayer. I think a lot of people pretty much want to do like the battle royale. So if Twitch, if they can actually do that, that'd be actually crazy. But I don't think it's going to happen because it's Halo. Halo can't really do much of anything about it. Moon Studios made the Ori series for Microsoft. They are independent and made it on one platform. They're saying their consistent revenue stream dries up having it on one system. Yeah, I played Ori in the Ori series. It seems like a very good I think it's a good game to play if you're like a guy who likes platform games. So it is a great game if you're like playing if you enjoy platforms, but not a lot of people would play it. But that game is still good, and it's selling pretty much well on Xbox Game Pass. So time will tell, but it's strange. But I wouldn't be mad about it because I played the Ori series. It looks like a pretty fun game, but it's just not something I would play like a lot. So I don't have a comment to that answer there if I would be upset about it because it's just Ori. But yeah, here's what Halo Infinite is talking about. Halo Infinite has received success in critical reviews and player count, but not when it comes to Twitch viewership. Despite a strong first week, the shooter has quickly fallen off and now averages between 40 to 70th among its Twitch most viewed games. As of writing, uh, Infinite currently holds the 58th spot behind Bungie's Destiny 2, even Rockstar's 16-year-old bully. However, this isn't necessarily Halo Infinite's issue. It may be more related to a shift in what viewers want to watch, as pointed out by 100 Feeds co-owner Kurt Shady, which I watch his content a lot. He's a really good dude. Check him out on YouTube. FPS viewers have moved away from casual respawn arena shooters, which that is true. A lot of people play FPS, so it's not very surprising people don't play respawn arena shooters anymore. So it's not really surprising because like Halo Infinite, Call of Duty Vanguard, which Call of Duty Vanguard's kind of taken a dip recently since it's made its release. So yeah, a lot of people don't really play the arena shooter games anymore. I do kind of play Halo there and there. I think I'm still pretty good at those type of games, but I kind of more into the battle royale, so it's not a really big surprising for that. But as you can see by the numbers, Dunlupo tweeted, viewers on hardly watching traditional multiplayer shooters are much more interested in battle royales, which I did talk about that. Hero shooters, that's probably that would probably be Apex and Overwatch. And then tactical shooters, which that would be Valorant and CSGO. On top of that, many Twitch viewers are more engaged by Minecraft and other survival type games. That's true. Minecraft is doing pretty well in the Twitch space and stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised. Therefore, it seems like Twitch just isn't the place for games like Halo Infinite anymore. Which that isn't a surprise either. But I still play it. I still play it because I love Halo. I've been a fan of Halo for quite a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's still lower. I will still play it. If it's good or bad, I still play it. Yet, unlike many battle royales, survival games which live and die by Twitch, this is not an issue for mainstreaming shooters like Halo and Call of Duty. In fact, their players' base seems too busy playing their games instead of watching them. For example, Microsoft announced that Halo Infinite had crossed the 20 million player mark early this year. Additionally, Call of Duty is the best-selling game every year in the US, which that is not surprising either. It is not usually closed. Therefore, all through Twitch can be a necessity for some. It doesn't indicate success for most casual respawn arena shooters. So, just goes on from there, talks about other stuff. But what do you guys think of that? Are you guys really surprised that Halo Infinite's Twitch viewership has been going down? I'm not so really surprised either, because it's not a battle royale, it's just an arena shooter. And arena shooters don't really do really well on Twitch, so I'm not really surprised by it. Because it's Xbox, and it's only on one platform, so. But if they can make it as a battle royale, it would be crazy. It would be really crazy if they could do that, but I don't think it's going to be a thing. I don't think at all it's going to be a thing, but I still play Halo. Halo is absolutely fun. So, yeah. Also, calling racing could be going full-time. Cup racing this year. It's been going around a lot if they were going full-time or part-time, but yeah, they are going full-time. It is actually affirmed by Calling Racing that they're going full-time in the Cup Series this year. So, and I don't have an article about it, but yeah, it is really cool that they're going to do that. So, I'm not gonna be really surprised. Also, guys, I think I do have Halo. I think, right? The TV series. No, I don't actually. But I think we're going to react to it on this podcast here. But we're going to react to Halo here, the TV series that they're actually talking about. So let me just stop the music for a couple minutes. Then we'll get back to that. But I'm gonna pull up the video here, and then we're gonna react to it. But first, I gotta pull this up, or I can go like this, and then I can share my screen just in a minute of that to you guys, because we are going to react to the Halo TV series trailer that everyone's been talking about. Because I saw a trailer for it when they were doing the division series for football, and it looks very interesting. I am a big fan of Halo, but I don't think it's going to be a really great show, but we'll have to see. There is a lot of people criticizing it, so Halo trailer would be the TV series right here, Paramount Plus. But yeah, it's going to be on Paramount Plus. But I'm going to pause it here. And I'm going to share my screen here. Quick. An extra camera, video info, share screen. Okay. Share screen. My window. Yeah, I just do that, I guess. Chrome tab, YouTube this. Okay. This is probably what I want to share. But yeah, here you go, guys. We're going to react to it. Oh my god, it scared me. Just going to turn it down just a little bit.
You. Humanity's best weapon. Master Chief, huh?
The Master Chief was enhanced and trained for one purpose: to win this war. He and the other Spartans are our only effective weapons against the Covenant. He is lethal, upgradable, and most importantly, controllable.
Covenant forces appear to be excavating some kind of object. When I touched the object, I felt something. I felt different.
What they did to us makes you numb.
And you just decided to help me. Why would a Spartan do that?
What does one do with a superhuman you're not sure you can trust?
Hello, Master Chief. I'm Cortana.
Master Chief recovered something.
Sacred ring. Halo.
Humans surrender to the Covenant.
Cortana, I'm gonna need you now. Find the Halo. Win the war.
And there you go, guys. That's what I wanted to share. What do you guys think of that? Was it what do you guys think of that trailer? Was it any good? What was your guys' thoughts and opinions on that? But I wanted to share that. But yeah, it was cool. So yeah, really cool. I wanted to share that. But yeah, what do you guys think of that? That trailer of Halo, the Halo TV series. But yeah, It will be streamed on Paramount Plus, as it showed right there on the trailer. It definitely looks interesting. It does look like a very interesting show. I don't have Paramount Plus, but if I did, I would definitely watch it. But yeah, if you guys do have Paramount Plus and do want to sign up for that just to watch that show, definitely sign up for it. It is definitely going to be a good show. But yeah, that's the other one I wanted to talk about. But let me get the music back up real quick, and then we'll get on to our next topic here. Let me find it. Okay. Check something real quick. Okay, nothing gone up, but anyways, let's talk about YouTube rolling out a gift sub feature that Twitch does have. So they will be adding a YouTube of their own, where they will be gifting like gifted subs feature. It'll probably be I think towards gifting members. So it's gonna probably be like how Twitch has it, where you can gift a sub to any person who doesn't have a sub, or people usually sub with Twitch Prime, or they just gift subs. But it's definitely interesting. But I do have an article about it, and then we'll talk, and then we'll make ourselves a discussion here about it. YouTube is starting to roll out a new gifted subscription feature, just like that, which is so popular on Twitch. While YouTube Gaming has made strides in the live streaming space with popular creators Valkyrie, Ludwig, and Tim the Tapman among their ranks, there are still some ways off being as big as Twitch for live streaming. The platform obviously leads itself mostly to video on demand VOD content, but has been growing out its live service over the years. Who's better to take inspirations from than Twitch? While they play catch up to the Amazon-owned streaming service, YouTube looks set to introduce a feature that has made Twitch so popular for both broadcasters and viewers, and gifted subs. According to a tweet from the official YouTube Creators Japan account, gifted subs, or memberships, as they are known as YouTube, are rolling out to certain channels now, presumable ahead of full launch. New membership gifted Alpha Edition, the tweet reads. For creators using live streaming and memberships, this is a function that allows existing channel members to give memberships right to other viewers. So I wouldn't be surprised that YouTube would do this, because they're doing catch up. Because YouTube has to find, in my own opinion, other ways to become like Twitch, because YouTube has to find something that Twitch is doing that's making it so popular and so big in the streaming space. And I see YouTube as a potential contender in the streaming market out there. So it's definitely interesting that YouTube is coming with gifted subs. They're possibly going to start doing a feature where you can actually raid YouTubers who are alive. So this is a big step for YouTube. I definitely see YouTube as a contender this year, and this will be a huge year for YouTube. If YouTube can still do what they can learn in their similar ways that Twitch is doing, it's going to be big. It's going to be big for them. So, but we'll have to see when YouTube announces this. But it's going to be big. It's going to be big for YouTube. Like, YouTube is catching up. They are catching up. They have content creators on there. They even have live streamers that left Twitch that they're on YouTube right now. So, doing very successful. So, it's definitely going to be big for YouTube gaming. So, what's your guys' thoughts on that? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be great? Is it going to be great for YouTube? Is it going to be successful for them? Time will tell when that rolls. But Twitch also continues to dominate the streaming space, which is not really surprising. Twitch has grown since 2018. It was declining throughout the years, but since 2018 came around, it started booming. Like everyone was on Twitch, and it's still growing until this day. But I do have an article about it. But yeah, Twitch is still dominating the streaming space, which is not a surprising thing. But also, but this comes from I forgot the name of this website, but we're gonna get on to this here. But new reports are out that show just how much Twitch continues to dominate the live streaming space, despite huge investments from rivals such as YouTube and Facebook Gaming. Twitch has long been the go-to for streamers, both new and established. It's commonly seen as the original live streaming platform. It is built entirely around live creators discovering your favorite streamers. Throughout recent years, there has been growing pressure from rival platforms. The two biggest, YouTube Gaming and Facebook Gaming, have made big money offers to some top Twitch streamers across genres to coax them away. We've been named like Tim the Tapman, Ludwig, Disgusted Toast, and the guy who got banned, Doctor, would wind up on the rival platforms over time. Fruit Toast eventually made his way back, but by the looks of it, it's not having quite as much impact as intended. Twitch viewers and eclipsed YouTube and Facebook. While each platform has its merits and redeeming factors in viewership alone, neither really holds the much of the candles to Twitch at all. As shown as the graph below on Stream Hatchet, Twitch accounted for around 71% of total stream hours last year. It averaged out to around 6 billion hours watched per quarter of 2021, while YouTube and Facebook both hovered around 1.1 to 1.3 billion per quarter. Eventually, YouTube has the only platform to show a decrease in viewership year on year between Q2 and Q4. So, this is the graph. So last year, Twitch grew in watched viewership time to 6.3 billion, 97% in Q1. YouTube grew from 26%, 1.48 watch hours. And then in Q1 for Facebook Gaming, Facebook has grown much more than YouTube last year, growing at 1.1 billion watch hours. And Twitch still continues to reign in the viewership. The viewership's watched. You got 6.5% billion for Twitch still in the Q2. YouTube declined in viewership at negative 0.15%, 1.3 billion in the watched hours. And Facebook, once again, grew 43% of 1.2 billion in Q2. Also as well, Twitch grew pretty much again at 22%. It did decline a little bit, but before Q1, it grew really huge. But Twitch grew a little, it declined a little bit at 22%, 5.8 billion. And I think this is in Q3. So I think it did decline a little bit because of the hate raids that were going on. People leaving Twitch to go to YouTube. I think it was Lupo and Tim the Tapman. Those guys left to go to YouTube. So I think Twitch declined a little bit with their viewership. And I think it was between the hate raids, the flower bots and all that were going in that situation. So I think that's why it declined a little bit. And also, YouTube declined a little bit as well. It went down minus 33%. So that's not really good for YouTube. But YouTube will still have a lot of time. I do have a lot of faith in YouTube because I do post videos on there. So if you guys do want to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, be sure to hit that sub button over there. It would be really much appreciated. So yeah, I do have a lot of faith in YouTube. YouTube could still change it around, definitely with their gifted sub member feature that's coming out, and of course the raids. I definitely the raids are going to definitely be huge for YouTube, where you can raid an actual YouTube streamer and send your viewers off to them, just like Twitch does, where I could send you guys off to a Twitch streamer like right now, and it would be really much appreciated to the YouTuber. So it's going to definitely be big for YouTube. So definitely time will tell by then how these watch hours will change by then. And then, of course, Facebook gaming, still on the increase, 59% on the Q3. So Facebook grew more in Q3. It also did grow in Q4. So Facebook has been on the rise of live streaming. So it's huge how Facebook's been growing, which I'm not surprised Facebook would be on this list, because I thought they would be lower and then YouTube would be a little higher, but YouTube's been declining recently. But with these new features that are coming, I think it'll definitely push the boundaries of YouTube. But for right now, Facebook and Twitch are probably going to be the two top main dominant platforms for right now. But